Hey guys, today I'll be talking about the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 movie, and it's gonna be a long rant, so you better be prepared. When November started, I was so excited. I was like, yeah, Hunger Games is going to come out, and I was excited. I was like, yay! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I waited till 17th November to book my tickets online, and I went online to book my tickets, and what I saw was it doesn't release on 20th in my country. It didn't. I saw that it comes out on 27th, and I had to wait 7 more days to see Hunger Games, and it killed me inside. I was like, what? Don't do that to me, stop. I can't wait 7 more days, and this sucks because if you're excited for something and you know you're gonna get that then like on the specific date and you don't get it, like shit, now what I'm gonna do? I can't wait anymore because you are already tired of waiting till then and you just can't control your emotions. Still 7 more days, and I had to wait 7 more days to see Hunger Games, and that really sucked. Those 7 days I went on Instagram, I went on YouTube, and everyone was just babbling about Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, about how awesome it is, like how it made them cry, and I was just sitting here holding my face like, please don't do that. I tried to avoid Instagram. I tried to avoid every social media site just because I didn't want spoilers. And yes, I have read the book, but I still didn't want spoilers. I don't know what I was hoping for, but I just didn't want to go and like follow around the hype because I had some expectations. I didn't want to say like, oh, I didn't like the movie. Like, yeah, bitch, really? I didn't even see it till now. So I didn't want anyone to spoil that for me. Like, I will see the movie and I will decide for myself. And I went to see it, and the starting scene was so awesome. I mean, like, Katniss was trying to speak like, hi, my name is Katniss. Like, no, stop. Like, that was hurting me inside, and it was just brilliant. And then I was just starting, and I had this problem with 3D glasses. I just can't adjust to them immediately. I had to wait to adjust to them for like 10-15 minutes while the movie starts. And I was wearing my 3D glasses and watching the movie, and I had to literally pull them down a little and then peep from here and see that if I can see it clearly without the 3D glasses, and I couldn't, so I just put it back on and tried to concentrate what's going on because I couldn't see a thing. And I have glasses, I wear glasses, and I can't see the distant things, and I was sitting on the last row, so it was just weird and awkward. But then I finally got adjusted to it, and holy shit, the movie was awesome. Everything in the movie was so perfect. It was just like everything right from the book. And if I had to say like what's my favorite movie adaptation of a book, I would say the Hunger Games series, because they had done it so well. Like, they just freaking stuck to the book. Like, yeah, this is the book and this is the movie. We are not going to go away, we are not going to go different way, we are just going to stick to it. Don't go like, no. The scenes with pods were so intense, and I knew they were coming. Like, I was prepared, like, yeah, now this is going to happen, so yeah, I have to just be careful and not to jump or anything, or I'll scare the shit out of people sitting beside me. And I was watching, and I was just really know, like, yeah, I know you're coming, I'm not gonna jump. And that happened to me. That's like literally like the thing with machine guns, the pod thing, and they started fighting so quickly, like da, 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 da. And I was like just gasping throughout the scene. I was like, oh my god, this is really intense. And the whole entire scene, like the door closes and the tar comes out, it was totally unexpected. Like, oh my god, they had done it so brilliantly. Like, it is executed so perfectly. I literally jumped off from the seat. So I don't know the people who haven't read the books and they went to see the movie, I don't know what they felt or what they went through to that scene, because that was intense with capital I. My favorite scene of the movie was the scene with Musk when they are under the sewers, and I knew the scene was coming, so I was sitting like this, watching this like with slight out of my fingers, and the person sitting beside me, I don't know what happened to him. He just looked at me like that, like, that's none of your business, bitch, watch the damn movie. But he just kept looking at me like that, and I felt really awkward because that's not like why he's watching me. I mean, I was just sitting like this, that's none of his business. Yeah, I'm scared of that scene, but he doesn't have to look at me like that. He kept looking at me like that, and that was awkward. there was this fight sequence. It was really awesome. Like, damn, that was better than I imagined in the book. And then everyone is climbing up this ladder, and Finnick is fighting off with his trident, and his trident falls, and then he somehow makes it up to the ladder and is climbing up. And then there's a spark of hope inside me, like, yeah, maybe he makes it. Maybe they have changed the plot. And there were like hundreds of maybes going on inside my head. But as he just falls down from the ladder, the mud pulls him down, and all my maybes just came coming down. Like, no, why you gotta stick to the book? Like, my complaint is that please let Finnick live. He's my favorite character in the book, please. And I don't know if anybody else noticed, but while they are getting away from that whole scene and they're running, there was a poster of Finnick shown there. And I mean, there were posters of everyone, but they kept like the camera on Finnick's poster while they were flashing, and it just made the death of Finnick worse. Like, why you gotta do that? What I didn't like in the movie was death of Prem. I mean, that happened so quick, and the magnitude wasn't the same as it was in book. Like, when in book Prem died, I felt really sad and I was in tears. I was just tearing up. I didn't cry, but I was in tears. And in movie Prem died and I felt nothing. I was like, what? I was so sure I will cry, and I didn't know that how I didn't tear up at that scene, because it happened so quick and it was like nothing. Like, it was like Prem is dead. What? Like, this whole Hunger Games happened because of Prem. I mean, the whole movies, the revolution and everything happened because Prem was chosen and Katniss volunteered in her place, and then that's why everything happened, and that's where it all started, because Katniss wanted to protect her sister. But the death of Prem in the movie, they should have like shown it in detail. I mean, no, I don't take position in people's death, but that was something they should have actually worked on properly. But it was like, bam, Prem is dead, boom, over. Like, what? Katniss kills Coin. That was so perfect. Like, Coin is standing there all smiling, and Katniss shoots an arrow and the smile is gone off her face. She falls down with, like, the arrow goes straight to her heart and she falls down like dip. And I could watch that scene on repeat for a million times. Like, you Google, like, yeah, fuck yeah, that was so perfect. And I didn't even, like, I was so happy at the death of Coin that I wasn't so happy at the death of President Douche Snow. Sorry, ex-President Douche Snow. You're dead. Rest in pieces, bitch. You had it coming. I wanted to dance at that scene. Like, that was perfect ending. Like, Coin is dead. Whoop whoop. President Snow is dead. Whoop whoop. I should stop dancing. I'm a horrible dancer. Remember the times in Catching Fire when Katniss used to have nightmares and she used to go sleep with Peeta so she doesn't have nightmare, and in the end of this movie she just gets up from her bed and goes to the Peeta's room and she slides in and he says like, you love me, real or not real? And she says, real. Silence screaming inside, going crazy on inside, like, yay, Team Peeta won. Like, hell yeah, Katniss belongs to Peeta. You get that, Gail? Katniss belongs to Peeta. The epilogue was so full of feels, and the whole epilogue scene was just so heartwarming. Katniss and Peeta there with the kids. I was like, look where are we? They have kids now. Like, it was yesterday they were fighting for their lives, and today they are here with their kids. And it just made me realize like how everything happened so fast. Hunger Games is over, and the ending lines of the epilogue was same as the ending lines of the book, and that's when I realized I'll never hear Jennifer Lawrence say anything that Katniss said, because she says there are much more first games to play. And I was like, that's it, I'll never hear her say anything again, and Hunger Games is over. It kind of made me sad, it kind of made me happy, and I had like a millions of emotions going on inside me. I just couldn't accept the fact that Hunger Games is finally over. There will be no more movies, no more books. Just, I don't know why I feel so sad. I don't know. It's just the end, and I hate it. I don't want it to end. I hope you guys like the video, and I'm sorry for such a long rant. I just wanted to get it out because they were killing me inside, and I wanted to let go of my emotions because that should happen. Because I'm still not over the second movie. I'm still not over Hunger Games, and I'm going to watch movie like more once or twice, or I don't know how many times, and I'm going to marathon movie with my best friend sometime. I hope so. And the usual shit, like, comment, subscribe, blah blah blah. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.